there. We are going to have to level up Isabella, so we're going to do... Guess what? We're going to have to do some stats for Isabella. I hate using Isabella, but she's really like a contradiction in our team right now. But you're going to have to use her for these quests, so... Might as well get that shit over with while you can. Alright, let's see. What do we want to do? Let's upgrade. Let's level up Isabella and equip her with some weapons and stuff. I know, I'm just so thrilled. The Backstabber and Tyne. She's going to need 36 dex at least. Remember that? We're going to give her 40 anyway, so... Cunning, I don't know, for a rogue, she's always has really, really low cunning. I never understood why. And especially for someone like a duelist. I just don't like her stats at all. In fact of the matter. Didn't we level this bitch up before? I guess her levels didn't stick. I don't know. Oh yeah, I had to restart. Never mind. Sorry. Alright, same thing. We don't want to make her like Varric. We don't need two threat redirectors. Your best bet is to make her more of a support character, where she's like pulling people off of people and stuff like that. She does start with some decent abilities. Stealth and evade are good for her to keep threat off her. First thing we're going to get is across the bow. This will help keep more enemies off Anders, as it is Anders support. Next up, we're going to give her some stuff in this tree. We're going to give her Unforgiving Chain. She already has Backstab. I will give her Lacerate and Perforate, just to give her damage without like a twist on it. You don't have to have a certain way of doing things, but we're going to give her so she can get Twin Fangs. We're going to give her Perforate. It'll look like that. Simple. You don't have to worry about the cooldown. The fights aren't going to last that long, and she's going to be using them much because she has very low willpower. So, next up, we're going to skip these two trees. Another good thing you can do with her is actually start investing in the Saboteur tree, if you don't prefer her to do tanking job. But if you want to just buff her damage and keep her in the party for longer, you can go with Experienced Hand. So we're Savvy. We got Savvy already. You can go with Sea Legs and like All Hands on Deck. So it'd be like that. What does this do again? Below the one load. Enemy defense minus 50%. This is also pretty decent. It'll let you kill that enemy way faster as it lasts. It lasts for a long time. 20 seconds. That's a long time. But if you don't like those abilities, you can do something like more of a hybrid ability type of deal going on here. You're going to have to get Rush, though. Ugh, get Rush. Okay. And next level, I would definitely... I think I'm going to do it that way. We're going to go like so. Saboteur is actually one of my favorite trees now, so... Especially on rogues, it's just really good. And we'll use the remaining 4 points to buffer her tree here. But we'll give her the most important abilities. Like so. Another way to do it is to... You could skip on attack 20%, or you can skip on this one. Whichever one you like. And you can get the All Hands on Deck ability. It doesn't do a lot of damage. And it has a really long cooldown. It does a decent amount of damage, though. It does decent. I'll say it's a decent ability. It doesn't do a lot of damage. At level 20, though, I would put my last 2 points from level 20. You will get higher than that if you're doing as many quests as I am. We're going to end at about 24, maybe 23, around there. So you can get these two. You can get this. You can get that if you want it. You can get this if you want it. You'll have plenty of points to get whatever the hell you want, so... But I'm going to do it that way. Okay, so we're going to have to set up some tactics for Isabella, obviously. We don't want her to be a controller. We want her to go on to custom, and we want her to be... Because this is on Nightmare right now, we don't want her to die like a retard. So the best thing to do is usually I will have her attack her own targets and not attack mine. Because she'll run in front of someone, especially if you use backstab, you're going to hit her. And you know what? You attack so fast, you won't be able to stop yourself before she's half dead or almost dead. She doesn't have a lot of life right now, so we want to play careful with her as best we can. Alright, first up on the tactics. Let's see, what do we want to do with her? You know, standard shit. 25% health. Under 25%, she's going to use a health potion. 2, if her stamina is low. You know, standard stuff that we do with every character. Whoops. 10%, not 100. We'll use item stamina drop, such. Number 3, we're going to have her activate her buffs, her sustain modes. Activate lacerate, whoops, and self. Any will ever activate savvy. Savvy will just keep her alive way longer, just in general, if she is surrounded or something. We want to have her pull threat off Anders if it's being attacked. So, if someone's attacking Anders, we want her to use the ability on him called Cross the Bow. Another good ability to use is enemies clustered. 3 enemies. We'll have her use the ability Miasmic Flask. Enemies. Target of Hawk. Usability. Miasmic Flask. Not Miasmic Flask. Usability Fatiguing Fog. Okay, now there's a special way to do this with the Fatiguing Fog. We're going to set it to enemy rank elite or higher, or elite or lower. We're going to set to elite or lower because this only affects, this only disorients lesser enemies usually. So, and especially at the harder difficulties, people seem to resist stuff way more. So we're going to use this usability, Fatiguing Fog. Whoops, no, sorry, use current. Okay, so if an enemy is elite or lower, it's going to check, and that's going to target the target of Hawk and use Fatiguing Fog on it. This will buff your scatter damage, your assault damage, all this stuff if you bought the upgrades. If you didn't, it's not going to help as much, but it will obscure you, which makes you harder to hit. That is a good thing and a bad thing. As someone who's using abilities such as Sacrificial Frenzy, you won't be getting hit as much, so you won't be throttling your damage quite as much. But you know, it's up to you what you want to do. I just think I'm going to make up for her lack of offensive ability. I'm going to basically make her more defensive and just pretty much buff me the whole time, keep me alive, keep me out of harm's way. First and foremost, we want her to use her own abilities, obviously. So enemy would be like nearest visible, use ability, backstab. And if, of course, if an enemy is attacking her, use ability evade. Oh, I should probably put that enemy or Isabella being attacked by a melee attack. Self being attacked. All enemies surrounded by enemies. Being attacked by a melee attack. She'll use evade. 11, we want her to use, what the hell is it called? We're going to have her use, let's see, use. It's hard to remember. She has what abilities? That's what I'm trying to think of. because she has stealth. Okay, magic flash, rush. And she has twin fangs. Okay. So the way to get her to use explosive strike correctly is very difficult because they're not smart, basically. But we are going to set her to use Hawk. Oops, no, not Hawk. Enemy. We're gonna rank him. Rank elite or higher. Use next ability. Current condition for next tactic. Alright. Hawk. No. Enemy. Target of Hawk. Target of Hawk. Use ability. Twin fangs. Okay, next up we're gonna have enemy. Enemy status staggered. Attack. And what else do we have? We have rush, right? Okay. Enemy or Anders. Attack by type of melee attack. Usability. Rush. Okay, so we basically have her using her debuffs. Rush to help Anders out if he's being attacked in melee. And we're just going to set one more macro. Self. Actually, enemy. Nearest visible. Just attack them. If you want to start throttling explosive strike, enemy. Nearest visible. Usability. Explosive strike. Obviously, it's not the best. You also want her self surrounded by enemies. If she's surrounded by 3 enemies, want her use the ability stealth. This will keep her out of combat and keep her from not dying. I put this right under there, right there. Okay, so it should look kind of like that. And of course, we're going to put evade right under that. So her damage throttle is the bottom part, and her buffs and threat relay is the upper parts. And she's ready to go pretty much. Aggressive behavior is fine. Just make sure to watch her if you are a nightmare. Because if she runs in front of you, you will crucify her quickly, to say the least. Okay, what are we going to do here? Lost and Foundry to catch a thief, and what's up here? Dispose of body, the fixer. Okay, let's go dispose of the magical body for some reason. Oh, Mabari Warhounds. God damn, what is hitting me so hard? I don't mind it. I like getting this huge damage boost.
Idiot.
Something's hitting me pretty hard though. Probably those dogs. I guess those dogs bite the shit out of you or something. Even though I'm wearing plate armor and they have only teeth. Sharpest teeth ever. So you don't want to go here because the bell is right in front of me, so I'll switch targets and go out. Let them kill her ass. You just gotta be careful when you got Isabella in your party. See if she's gonna go do her own thing. But her friggin' hit points are so friggin' low. Probably should have just buffed her constitution consistently up. Oh, now I know. I gotta change the macro to from Meryl to Isabella. Character Isabella tactics. Oops, not her. Varric. We want to set Varric to protect her if she gets too many enemies on her. Kickback, back to back. Where is it? See, we still had it set to Sebastian. I always forget to do this shit. Annabella, blah, blah, blah. There we go. Okay. Just be a better player than I am. Try to, at least. No wonder Meryl is always getting attacked. Oh well, we made it without it, so it's not that big of a deal, obviously. But yeah, be sure to make sure your macros are in the right place when you need them. Your tactics, sorry, I keep calling them macros. Okay. We disposed of some body. I don't know. I didn't know I had a body, but okay. If you wonder why I call it macros, I played World of Warcraft for a long time, so... Just used to, like, automated shit being called a macro.